Spaten Oktoberfestbier.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. This is the third one in the Oktoberfest beer series that I'm doing tonight. I've tried to find the other three: Augustiner Oktoberfest beer, the Hacker-Shaw Oktoberfest beer and the Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. I cannot find them online anywhere available at the moment. Everywhere you get put, and I've put myself on a sort of a waiting list for them beers, but you can't get them over here at the moment. But you can get the three that I've just, or the two that I've just reviewed, and the Spaten stuff as well. I just messaged my mate in Germany with a photo of the Hofbrau stuff and the Löwenbräu stuff, and he just replied saying, "Drinking Oktoberfest beer in August, you barbarian." I don't know, maybe it's not done in Germany, but I don't care. Good beer you can drink all year round. And apparently this is a good one. This is the weaker out of the three. This is 5.9, I think. Yeah, it's 5.9. The other two were, I think the Hofbrau was the strongest. It was 6.3 and the Löwenbräu was 6.1. I have to say the Hofbrau was amazing stuff. It was really, really nice. The Löwenbräu stuff was really good, but I don't think it matched the Hofbrau stuff. And I'm hoping that the Spaten stuff will trump the other two, but I don't know yet. Of course, Spaten are a huge brewing conglomerate. They're all aligned with Franziskaner, so you know the Munich Weissbier brewer, a really popular Weissbier brewer of Franziskaner. They're aligned with Spaten and they produce some great beer. I reviewed the Spaten, I think it was a Pilsner, was it? I've got it here. 1 second though. It is the Spaten, that's the original. I reviewed that on the channel. That was really good. Really like that. And I'm hoping this one isn't going to let me down. And of course the Franziskaner Weissbier is absolutely amazing stuff as well. It's really nice. Wasn't keen on the Dunkel, but the Hefeweizen was really nice. This stuff is typical of the Oktoberfest stuff. It's brewed in winter time, and it's I'm not sure. I don't think that is a Marzen. I think that may be just a Festbier, but it's brewed specially for the Oktoberfest. And of course, there's only 6 breweries that can brew stuff for the Oktoberfest, and Spaten are one of them. And they get really good reviews. I've been sort of looking up, researching what they do and all that, and of course I've tried the other stuff as well, the original. That was really nice. And I do tend to find that the breweries do pull out the stops for the Oktoberfest because more people are going to be trying it, especially in Europe with these breweries. Now, I don't really want to go over the history and the traditions of the Oktoberfest in this video. If you look at the Hofbrau stuff, you'll get a bit more information on that. I'm really just going to try the beer out now, so I'm going to stop gassing and try and prevent this from turning into a 20-minute video. Right, it's, as I said before, it's 5.9%. It's a 500ml bottle. Couldn't find a brew sheet online, so I can't tell you about the hops. So far, Hofbrau are the only one that have come up trumps with that. They've done really well. They've listed all the hops and the malt too, which is, you know, I think, I don't see why brewers don't do that. You know, there are people now that are getting more and more into their beer, and some of them are genuinely interested in what they're putting into their beers. Certainly me. And, you know, it's all right saying, oh, it conforms to the Reinheitsgebot and all that, but there's so many variations that you can put in between that, you know, water, malted barley, hops and yeast. And, you know, there's so many different connotations of that, even more so than wine. There's more strains of yeast that are used for brewing beer than there is for wine. So anybody who tells you that wine is superior to beer can fuck off. So yeah, this has got the genuine Bavarian geographical seal of approval from the EU. This autofocus, this was working before. Fucking hell. Me and that autofocus is going to fall out. But yeah, of course this is a genuine one, and it's one of the only ones who are allowed to sell their stuff at the Oktoberfest. But as I said in the last video, there are Oktoberfests going all around Germany at the moment, and one of my mates, an ex-army fella, he said some of the best ones were not in Munich but around the area of Munich, certainly even places like Augsburg and stuff like that. He said they were absolutely brilliant. Anyway, enough about that, let's get on to the beer. Right, get this open. Now, I'm not going into the breweries on these 3 videos. I think there's enough reviews of their beer without going into the breweries on these videos. You can get more from the other videos that I've reviewed of the respective breweries, and you get more about the Oktoberfest on the Hofbrau one if you want to, or you're interested in that. Here's the cap. It is a spade because, of course, Spaten in German means spade. So that's going to go in the collection, yeah. I'm getting quite a good collection of beer caps in my stein over there. I've had to put them in the big Motorhead tin that came with the presentation cap that was got for me for my 50th. That's full up with beer caps now. One day I may sell them or even give them away as a prize. Let's get this beer out. Right, this is the 3rd one tonight. It's going to be the last one tonight as well. I'm starting to feel the effects of a 6.1 and a 6.3 beer downed in quite big succession. Wow, that looks amazing. The head retention and the carbonation on that looks really nice. Oh, and it does smell good as well. It's quite carbonated. It's been in the fridge for most of the day, so it's reasonably cool. That looks amazing. Light carbonation. God, you know what? I can smell the malt from here. That, and the same with the other one as well. It's just the carbonation is just pushing them aromas right out, and God, it smells lovely. Very sweet, but there's a grassy, herbal aroma coming from it as well. And I'm assuming that's from one of the noble hops or a noble hop clone. Oh, it smells lovely. Oh, I can't wait. Zum Wohl, as they say in Germany. Oh, that's lovely. That is gorgeous. There's a ton of Munich malt in that is really standing out, and this is more about the malt than it is the hops. But saying that, there is a slightly grassy hay type flavour on that with a little touch of spice on the top, but this is more about the malt, and I could get that malty aroma as soon as I poured it out, and you can get that here. Oh, it's lovely. Very bready and nutty. Oh. Oh, blimey. This is bowling me over, it is. And if you see my other videos, and they haven't all gone up yet, there is a lot of videos there about about a week ago when the weather was really hot, and for some reason, I don't know how, I just bought a load of German Pilsner, and I was loving it. It was perfect in this weather. But this is the difference between a Pilsner and a real good Bavarian Oktoberfest beer. It's much sweeter, nicer on the palate, smooth, and so drinkable. This is really nice. Carbonation is there, and that's nice, but the Munich malts in that are what dominate this. And I have to say, this is better than the Löwenbräu stuff. I don't know what it was with the Löwenbräu stuff, but on first mouthful it tasted very, very sweet, and then there was a sulphurous aroma coming from it, and I just thought, after drinking the Hofbrau stuff, I just thought, that's not as good. But this stuff is up there. Is it as good as the Hofbrau? I'm going to have to investigate again. Oh, that is lovely. That is superb. However, you know, I'm splitting hairs here, but I think the Hofbrau edges it for me because there was more hop character in the Hofbrau than there is in this. This has got the malts down to a fine art, and there's a little touch of hop character in there, but it's more balanced towards the malt. I think the Hofbrau got the balance spot on. This is, you know, I'm going to have to put this down because I just want to keep gulping it, and I really shouldn't, because I've got work in the morning and I want to remain a little touch sober, if you know what I mean. But that is superb. That is lovely. Nice, big, bready malt, a ton of aftertaste of that lovely Munich, sweet Munich malt flavour, and all in all, that is a superb beer. So what's the verdict? Yeah, absolutely amazing. It really is, and I think it trumps the Löwenbräu stuff, which surprises me because I didn't think the Spaten original was as good as the Löwenbräu original. But I think they pulled out all the stops for the Oktoberfest beer, and that is why I love Oktoberfest beer, because you're going to get the best from each brewery. Or are you? Because the Löwenbräu, I don't think you are. However, regardless, this is a fantastic beer. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because that's what it deserves. But I don't think it's as good as the Hofbrau. And there is the width of a gnat's cock between them two. I mean, it's like that. I just think the Hofbrau edges it slightly because it's got more hop character and the balance is better. But this stuff, supremely drinkable, superb mouthfeel, lovely, rich, sweet malt flavours that just go down so well. And to be honest, if I was in Munich, I would be torn between drinking these two. But having said that, this is like the Champions League knockout stages. Now the first three, you've got Löwenbräu at number 3, you have Spaten at number 2 on goal difference, and you've got Hofbrau at number 1. But I haven't tried the Paulaner, the Hackeshaw or the Augustiner, so when I get hold of them, they will be going up against the Hofbrau. But don't get me wrong, they're all good. They really are. Löwenbräu got a 9 out of 10. This has got a 10 out of 10, as did the Hofbrau as well, because they're all really good beers. I mean, this really is the Champions League of beer. So that's a 10 out of 10. That's recommended. And remember, just like that, beer is working class champagne.